Across the breathtaking landscapes of Africa, from the rolling hills of Rwanda, known as the land of 1,000 hills, there exist forces that operate in secrecy, beyond the reach of ordinary eyes. They are unseen, often controversial, yet they are the backbone of national security. These are the intelligence agencies of Africa, the silent guardians of nations, the protectors of sovereignty, entrusted with maintaining stability and peace. From the bustling streets of Lagos to the vast deserts of Morocco, from the towering mountains of Tanzania to the highlands of Ethiopia, these agencies act before danger even awakens. They counter terrorism, combat illicit trade, and neutralize internal threats. They safeguard leaders, enforce the law, and protect state secrets with unwavering vigilance. Yet, their stories remain untold. Their operations are never revealed. Their failures turn into whispers within government halls. These agencies thrive in a world of strategic deception and calculated intelligence. Who protects the heart of South Africa? Who stops terrorism in Kenya? Who safeguards Egypt's borders? Who uncovered the secret plot of Congo to strike Rwanda with missiles stationed at the Goma border? And who ensured those warheads were neutralized before impact? Today, I will unveil these mysteries. We will journey through the 10 most powerful intelligence agencies in Africa, each with its own story of secrecy, conflict, and the fine line between diplomacy and force. Join me on this journey into the hidden world where the foolish remain blind and only the wise understand what cannot be seen. Welcome to the battlefield of silent wars, where a child may cry, yet his mother silences him with a single glance. Welcome to the world of research. Welcome to the large family of wisdom in narrations. Number 10. National Intelligence Service, NIS, Kenya. Kenya's National Intelligence Service, NIS, known in Swahili as Huduma ya Ujasusi ya Kitaifa. Its roots trace back to 1952 during British colonial rule, when the special branch was established as part of the police force to suppress the Mau Mau uprising. Speaking of the Mau Mau, this brings to mind an intriguing piece titled "Following in Footsteps: The Transformation of Kenya's Intelligence Services Since the Colonial Era," an article written by Ryan Schaffer. If you turn to page 3, you'll find a passage that states,
"The special branch improved its intelligence and operations against the Mau Mau by using pseudo or counter-gangs. In 1953, Frank Kitson and Ian Field, British Army officers, were posted to Kenya, where they helped the special branch develop its intelligence network."
You might be wondering, how did all this begin? As winds of change swept across Africa, Kenya was inching toward independence in 1963. The special branch shifted its focus, transforming into the Directorate of Security Intelligence in 1986. In 1998, it evolved once again, becoming the National Security Intelligence Service, NSIS. But this transformation wasn't just in name, it marked a shift in purpose, moving from oppressive surveillance to national security and intelligence gathering. In 1999, the NSIS and the police were made distinct entities and arrest authority, and powers removed from the NSIS. The government's commitment and willingness to address misconduct by the officers, however, did not go far enough. The 1998 NIS Act Section 24 established the Complaints Commission, which was supposed to receive complaints from the public about anything done by the Director General or by a director, officer, or other member of staff of the service in the exercise of their powers or the performance of their duties. The commission was to have 4 members, all of who were to be appointed by the President on the advice of the Judicial Service Commission, sourced from outside the security sector. However, the commission was never formed, and accountability for the NIS officers did not materialize. Today, the National Intelligence Service, NIS, operates under the Office of the President and is led by a Director General appointed by the Head of State. Its mission is vast, covering both domestic and foreign intelligence. NIS is structured into 7 specialized departments: administration, technology, domestic intelligence, foreign intelligence, Analysis and Assessment, Operations, and the National Intelligence Academy. The agency's headquarters are located in Marurui, Nairobi. Their Latin motto, Apti Parati Fideles, translates to prepared, loyal, steadfast. NIS is tasked with detecting and assessing threats to Kenya, advising the president and government on security matters, protecting the country's political, military, and economic interests, and vetting individuals for security-sensitive positions. To understand its evolution, we turn to Patrick Mutahi's 2016 publication, Building a National Intelligence Service for a Democratic Society: Policy Options for Strengthening Accountability and Oversight. On page 23, he notes,
increased demand for accountability is nevertheless occurring at a time when the nature of security threats has also changed with increased internal attacks by the Somalia-based al-Qaeda affiliated al-Shabaab terrorist group, its local cells and sympathizers. The country is also facing the challenges associated with the recruitment of Kenyan youth into violent extremism. This has increasingly made the task of managing national security complex because the intelligence sector has also to evolve and change in response to the changing nature of threats. It means that using new capacities and methods, counterintelligence has to focus more on constantly denying tactical victories to terrorists and frustrating the plans and capabilities of non-state actors. Members of the oversight and accountability mechanisms are also supposed to keep up with these changes in order to enhance accountability.
In a landscape where corruption eats away at state resources like a relentless termite, the National Intelligence Service, NIS, stands as a pillar of integrity and capability. Its operations align with Kenya's constitution and international agreements, strictly adhering to the law. Oversight mechanisms ensure accountability, reflecting a commitment to democratic principles. NIS collaborates with both domestic and international partners, gathering intelligence to combat serious threats such as terrorism and cybercrime. It does not wait for problems to arise. It actively seeks them out and neutralizes them before they escalate. The NIS is more than just an intelligence agency. It is a steadfast guardian of national security, operating with discipline, honor, and an unshakable commitment to protecting Kenya. Currently, the agency is led by Nordin Mohamed Haji, who served as Kenya's Director of Public Prosecutions from 2018 to 2023 before being appointed as Director General of NIS. A powerful figure in Kenya's political and security landscape, his name alone commands attention. Born in 1973, he is now 52 years old. Kenya, with a population of approximately 57.5 million and a land area of 582,646 square kilometers, relies on NIS to monitor every inch of its territory and the minds of those who inhabit it. Here, there is no room for complacency. Every step is watched, every move analyzed. Number 9. Tanzania Intelligence and Security Service, TISS, Tanzania. Tanzania, located in East Africa, has a population of approximately 70.5 million people living within a land area of 947,300 square kilometers. The country's intelligence and security operations are overseen by the Tanzania Intelligence and Security Service, TISS, established in 1996 under the Tanzania Intelligence and Security Service Act. TISS serves as the national intelligence agency, tasked with maintaining peace, stability, and national development both within and beyond Tanzania's borders. Operating directly under the president, TISS is led by a Director General appointed by the head of state. In July 2024, President Samia Suluhu Hassan appointed Suleiman Abubakar Mombo as the new Director General of the agency. TISS has a broad range of responsibilities, including gathering, analyzing, and distributing intelligence to counter threats such as illegal trade, terrorism, and other security risks. The agency works closely with both domestic and international intelligence services, forming a network aimed at safeguarding national and regional security. TISS strictly adheres to its legal framework, as outlined in the Tanzania Intelligence and Security Service Act of 1996. Regardless of conflicts or violence occurring elsewhere, their focus remains on enforcing their country's laws. The specific duties and operational boundaries of TSS can be found in Section 4 of the Act, which details the agency's legal mandate.
A. To obtain, correlate, and evaluate intelligence relevant to security, and to communicate any such intelligence to the Minister and to persons whom, and in the manner which, the Director General considers it to be in the interests of security. B. To advise Ministers, where the Director General is satisfied that it is necessary to do so, in respect of matters relevant to security, so far as those matters relate to departments or portfolios of which they are in charge. C. To cooperate as far as practicable and necessary with such other organs of state and public authorities within or outside Tanzania as are capable of assisting the service in the performance of its functions. D. To inform the President and any other person or authority which the Minister may so direct of any new area of potential espionage, sabotage, terrorism, or subversion in respect of which the Director General has considered it necessary to institute surveillance.
When you greet the members of this institution, they respond with Pax, Stabilitas et Prosperitas. Those with a keen eye for languages will recognize this as Latin, meaning peace, stability, and prosperity. This motto reflects their commitment to upholding these principles. The headquarters of TSS, Tanzania Intelligence and Security Service, is located in Dodoma, but its covert operations remain undisclosed to maintain its effectiveness. While it has an official base in Dar es Salaam, much of its activities operate in secrecy. TISS has played a significant role in Tanzania's governance. Historically, it has maintained close ties with the ruling party, Chama cha Mapinduzi, CCM, viewing it as an integral part of national security. This collaboration between intelligence and leadership has shaped the country's political stability and governance. In a region facing constant security shifts, TISS remains a guardian of Tanzania's sovereignty. Though its operations are hidden from public view, its influence ensures that Tanzania and the broader East African region continue to experience peace, stability, and progress. Number 8. National Intelligence Bureau, NIB, Ghana. In Ghana, we find the country's National Intelligence Bureau, NIB, formerly known as the Bureau of National Investigations, BNI. Ghana is strategically located in West Africa along the Atlantic Ocean, covering an area of 238,533 square kilometers with a population of 35 million. The country's intelligence agency, responsible for monitoring internal and external threats, was established in 1996 under the name NIB. In its early years, Ghana developed its intelligence sector with expertise gained from foreign nations, particularly India. A significant transformation took place in November 2020 when the agency was renamed from BNY to National Intelligence Bureau NIB, signaling a renewed commitment to national security and modernization. Responsibilities of NIB: counter-terrorism and internal security, protecting Ghana from foreign espionage, organized crime, and threats to national stability, fighting financial and organized crime, tracking activities such as terrorism, violence, piracy, and drug trafficking, intelligence gathering, providing critical information to prevent security risks. NIB has the authority to arrest, detain, and interrogate suspects, playing a vital role in safeguarding Ghana's sovereignty and democratic values. The agency evolved from a specialized division created during Ghana's crackdown on corruption to its modern-day form, reflecting its commitment to national security. Its role in monitoring and neutralizing threats, both domestic and international, is crucial for maintaining peace and development in Ghana. NIB's headquarters is located on Cruikshank Road in Accra, the capital of Ghana. As Ghana navigates 21st century security challenges, the National Intelligence Bureau stands as a guardian of stability, unwavering in its duty. In August 2022, Ghana's 13th president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, at the age of 81, replaced General Francis Adu Amanfo as the head of NIB, appointing Edward Asomani as the new director of the agency. Number 7. Department of State Services, DSS, Nigeria. Nigeria is a globally recognized country known for its world-famous music artists, including Wizkid, Burna Boy, Davido, Tekno, Tiwa Savage, and many others. In the fields of comedy and film, Nigeria dominates Africa's entertainment industry. Additionally, the country is home to Aliko Dangote, Africa's richest man. However, Nigeria is also infamous for being a hub for cybercriminals who have carried out online fraud schemes worldwide. One of its most notorious figures, Hush Puppy, was arrested by US intelligence agencies in 2022 in Dubai. Strategically located in West Africa along the Atlantic Ocean, Nigeria has one of the most active intelligence agencies on the continent. The country faces serious security threats, including terrorist groups and organized crime, making its intelligence operations even more critical. With a population of 237.5 million, Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa. It spans an area of 923,768 square kilometers, making it one of the largest nations on the continent. Nigeria's internal and external security is overseen by its top intelligence agency, the Department of State Services, DSS, formerly known as the State Security Service, SSS. Established in 1948 as the Special Branch within the Nigerian police force, the DSS has evolved into a powerful security institution dedicated to protecting Nigeria's sovereignty and democratic values. The Department of State Services, DSS, is viewed by Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as an essential tool under his direct control, as he is required to receive detailed reports of its activities, which are sent to his headquarters in Abuja. The DSS's actions are fully aligned with the national interests of Nigeria. The agency is responsible for safeguarding the country and supporting the rule of law. Beyond intelligence gathering, the DSS plays a significant role in national security, law enforcement, overseeing governance, and ensuring the safety of key national leaders, including the president, vice president, and regional leaders. The evolution of the DSS, from its colonial origins as a special branch to its current role, marks its growing commitment to strengthening Nigeria's security. Its contributions in managing threats, both domestically and internationally, are crucial in maintaining the country's stability. One of its defining moments came in 1993 when DSS successfully intercepted an Egyptian criminal, Omar Mohammed Ali Rezak, attempting to enter Nigeria illegally from Benin. This operation placed the DSS among the most respected intelligence agencies globally. Today, the DSS continues to lead Nigeria's intelligence operations, playing a vital role in determining the security status of the nation. Its strength lies not only in gathering intelligence, but in its ability to take swift action against those threatening the country's peace. For those working within the DSS, the mission requires dedication and sacrifice. On August 28, 2024, President Tinubu appointed Adeola Oluwatosin Ajayi to lead the DSS, continuing its legacy of intelligence excellence. The agency's motto, Loyalty, Vigilance, Verity, in Nigeria, is a reflection of its core values: fidelity, defense, and truth. Number 6. State Security Agency, SSA, South Africa. In South Africa, the State Security Agency, SSA, is responsible for intelligence operations. South Africa spans an area of 1.22 million square kilometers, located at the southern tip of Africa. It borders the Indian Ocean to the east and the Atlantic Ocean to the west and south, with a population of approximately 64.7 million people. This country is safeguarded by an agency that acts like a military force to protect its citizens, symbolizing the country's resilience. The SSA was established in 1994, the same year South Africa held its first multiracial elections, marking the end of apartheid. The SSA emerged from the country's commitment to unity and democracy, emphasizing a new era of racial reconciliation. The main responsibilities of the SSA include gathering, analyzing, and evaluating intelligence both domestically and internationally to identify and prevent threats to the country's security and its citizens. The National Intelligence Agency, NIA, is a branch of the SSA that handles internal intelligence. This agency gathers all intelligence within South Africa, processes it thoroughly, and then forwards it to the central agency, the State Security Agency. The head of the NIA reports directly to the director of the State Security Agency and serves as a member of the National Intelligence Coordinating Committee, NICOC, which oversees intelligence operations in the country. The SSA's headquarters is located in Musanda on Delmas Road in Pretoria, Gauteng. The NIA's offices, which are responsible for domestic intelligence, are also housed there. The SSA operates with a high level of secrecy, ensuring that all its information remains confidential and is handled internally. This secrecy allows the agency to carry out its work without interference from domestic or international forces, providing it with the ability to act swiftly and independently whenever necessary. Currently, the agency is under the leadership of Ambassador Nozuko Bam, who is appointed by President Cyril Ramaphosa, serving as the 5th President of South Africa since 2018. Number 5. National Intelligence and Security Service, NISS, Ethiopia. In Ethiopia, the National Intelligence and Security Service, NISS, is responsible for the country's intelligence and security operations. The foundations of Ethiopia's national security trace back to 1935 following the Italian invasion. In that year, the Ministry of Administration established the General Security Branch, which was founded under Law No. 6/1934. Remember, Ethiopia is one of the 2 African countries that was never colonized. The NISS is tasked with gathering essential information to safeguard the country's security, particularly in combating terrorism from groups such as Al-Shabaab and ISIS. It works closely with other national institutions, such as the Ethiopian National Defense Forces and the Ethiopian Federal Police, to coordinate all national security activities. The NISS's responsibilities are often compared to those of the U.S. National Security Administration, NSA, and the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, given its broad mandate for national security and intelligence gathering. Despite being a relatively new agency, NISS has faced challenges, including allegations of political arrests and human rights violations. In response, the agency has initiated reforms aimed at enhancing adherence to democratic principles and human rights, including oversight of the activities of the House of People's Representatives. The headquarters of the NISS is located in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The Director General of the agency is Redwan Hussein, who was appointed to this position by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed Ali, who has been in office since 2018. Number 4. Internal External Security Organization, ISO and ESO, Uganda. ISO and ESO, the Internal External Security Organizations of Uganda, are responsible for maintaining peace and security for the people of Uganda. Let's focus on the Internal Security Organization, ISO, which was established in 1986 as a successor to the Military Intelligence Service, taking on key responsibilities in counteracting military coups and threats to national security. The 1987 Security Organization Act formalized ISO as a specialized agency focused on domestic security. Based in Nakasero, Kampala, ISO has grown over time, extending its reach beyond conventional security boundaries and into the core of Uganda's national security framework. The agency's duties involve monitoring and analyzing information to protect the nation's interests and assist Ugandan leaders in making decisions based on reliable intelligence. As part of its covert operations, ISO conducts specialized intelligence activities at the request of the President of Uganda. These operations go beyond mere information collection, placing ISO among the leading institutions responsible for Uganda's internal security, especially in protecting the country from both internal and external adversaries. ISO plays a crucial role in identifying, tracking, and neutralizing groups attempting to destabilize Uganda's security. Despite its covert nature, the agency ensures national stability, safeguards citizens, defends borders, and supports the government's stance on national and regional security matters. Currently, ISO is led by Major General, retired Jim Muhwezi Katugugu, a key figure in Uganda's political landscape, who previously served as a judge before retiring from the military. Number 3. National Intelligence and Security Service, NISS, Rwanda. Rwanda is a small country ranking 4th among the smallest nations in Africa. It covers an area of 26,338 square kilometers and is home to over 14.5 million people. It is one of the most densely populated countries in the world. In this country, intelligence is a term not commonly spoken by politicians in Rwanda, and it is rarely covered by the media within the country. The National Intelligence and Security Service, NISS, is an intelligence service that engages in covert activities, often ending with those involved finding themselves in situations beyond their control. Despite their advanced technology and resources, powerful countries still learn from Rwanda's intelligence operations. If you were to search for NISS on Google, you might also come across NIA and quickly notice how the information is presented with clarity and speed. Listen closely to this point.
The National Intelligence and Security Service, NISS, Rwanda's intelligence agency, was established in 1994 and is responsible for internal and external intelligence, immigration, and national security, with the mission to protect the state against threats.
In Rwanda, some claim that there is no place where you won't encounter intelligence operatives working in this field, to the point that it was confirmed that of 5 people present in the country, 2 would be spies, and among the 3 left, 1 would be an agent from NISS. To understand NISS, you must go back to the 1980s when the Rwanda Patriotic Army, RPA, was fighting a war not just for survival, but for the liberation of the country. In 1987, intelligence officers gathered information within the country in preparation for an attack. Intelligence wasn't just about planning strikes, it was a path to victory. Among all this, there was one person who fully understood the value of intelligence. That person was Paul Kagame, a man whose secrets were hard to uncover. In 1978, when Kagame was only 21 years old, he was sent to Tanzania to study military intelligence. His training continued in Cuba in 1987, where he was taught the art of espionage, which became a powerful tool for Rwanda's intelligence operations. Kagame was not just a military commander, he built Rwanda's intelligence strength. By 1994, Rwanda's intelligence wasn't just a war tool, it had the power to win even before the battle began. After the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, Rwanda needed a protective shield. This shield came in the form of NISS, the National Intelligence and Security Service. It was established under Law Number 73/2013, later revised by Law Number October 2017, with the primary role of securing the country through intelligence. NISS is not just any ordinary intelligence service. Its capabilities, operations, and achievements have placed it on par with major nations. Countries like the United States, Israel, and Belgium began to study Rwanda's intelligence system. In 2015, Rwanda's intelligence made international headlines. It warned Belgium about a terrorist plot targeting the country. Despite Belgium's disbelief, the intelligence community in Rwanda had already intercepted the plot. Just 4 months later, terrorist attacks took place in Belgium on March 22, 2016, shocking the world. Rwanda had anticipated this attack beforehand. This moment highlighted Rwanda's intelligence prowess. earning it top marks and international recognition. Since then, the world has turned its eyes toward Rwanda. Its headquarters is located in Rwanda's capital, Kigali. Several African countries consistently rely on Rwanda's intelligence services to assist in fighting crime, preventing threats, and providing training on intelligence matters. Rwanda stands firm. This has been the case since the kingdom era and continues today. Even now, NISS can be compared to the CIA of the United States when it comes to professional intelligence operations. Rwanda's National Intelligence Service is led by Aimable Havugiyaremye, who previously served as the country's chief prosecutor. He took over the position in 2024 from Major General Joseph Nzabamwita, who had held the role since 2016 for 8 years. Number 2. General Directorate for National Security, DGST, Morocco. In the history of Morocco, we find the Direction de la Surveillance du Territoire, DST, which is also referred to as the DGST, General Directorate for National Security, a key institution in the country's security strategy. The agency was established in 1973, although its roots trace back to the early years of Morocco's independence, when its first branch, CAB 1, was created in 1956. CAB 1 was tasked with countering activities that threatened national security and operated during a period of political change. The assassination of politician Mehdi Ben Barka, who opposed the regime of King Hassan II, caused a major international uproar. As a result, in 1967, CAB 1 was dismantled and its activities were concealed. 6 years later, DST emerged publicly under the leadership of Ahmed Limi, marking its establishment as Morocco's intelligence agency. The responsibilities of DST go beyond the country's borders. In addition to monitoring activities within Morocco that could harm its security, DST also operates in other African countries and beyond. Its mission is to protect Morocco's sovereignty and address any challenges that could threaten the country's security. The agency enjoys significant prestige and influence within Morocco's political circles, led by Abdelatif Hamouchi, a key figure in the country's security landscape. Hamouchi serves as a trusted advisor to King Mohammed VI on security and counter-terrorism efforts. In addition to his role with DST, he also heads the General Directorate for National Security, which oversees the national police force. Number 1. National Security Agency, NSA, Egypt. The National Security Agency, NSA, of Egypt is an essential component of the country's security infrastructure. It emerged as a successor to the State Security Investigations Service, SSIS, following the 2013 coup d'etat that ousted President Mohamed Morsi and supported the rise of Abdel Fattah el-Sisi's regime. These changes marked a pivotal moment in Egypt's history, where security became deeply intertwined with military politics and the NSA was established to safeguard the nation. The NSA's responsibilities include monitoring and preventing internal threats, protecting the country's borders and national security, dismantling terrorist networks professionally, and conducting in-depth surveillance to prevent potential dangers to Egypt. With a workforce of around 100,000 employees, the NSA operates on a scale that stretches across the entire region, particularly in areas like Egypt's southern borders with Israel. The agency's reach extends across all levels of Egyptian society, both government and independent sectors. NSA's surveillance network ensures that potential risks to Egypt's security are detected early and can be neutralized before they reach fruition. Despite its efforts, the agency's history is marred by accusations of human rights abuses. Critics argue that the establishment of the NSA was accompanied by increased state violence and the opening of new doors to brutality, as detailed by Declan Walsh in the New York Times. These reports paint a dark picture of the NSA's methods, where individuals suspected of threatening Egypt's stability often face severe abuse, and many are left physically and mentally scarred after their detention. The harshness of the NSA's tactics, as well as its secretive nature, raises ongoing debates about the balance between security and human rights, with the agency's role in Egypt's modern security strategy remaining controversial. The NSA, National Security Agency, is one of Egypt's most prominent security agencies. It plays a significant role in the country's politics, especially since 2013. Its global presence makes it a formidable force against those who challenge the leadership of Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. As technology advances, NSA has employed state-of-the-art tools and capabilities to track cyber attacks targeting the country. These efforts help the agency tackle modern threats, from online terrorism to the spread of extremist activities. For some, the NSA represents security and stability in a country that has faced intense protests. For others, it symbolizes the government's harsh methods of silencing opposition. This shows how the NSA plays a multifaceted role in Egypt's political and societal landscape. As Egypt continues to address the challenges of the 21st century, the NSA remains central to its security strategies. Whether protecting borders, dismantling terrorist networks, or managing internal security, the NSA's influence is indisputable. In Cairo and beyond, the NSA continues to safeguard Egypt's future security, despite ongoing issues related to its methods and history. If you've reached the end of this report, in your view, how would you rank these top intelligence agencies in Africa from 1 to 10? Thanks for watching. I wish you better life, foods, and money. Stay in the Big Wins family.